Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker, and thank you for the shout out. I would make the same noise as you about the number of amendments I moved the other night. Mr Deputy Speaker, I adjourn tonight to talk about voluntary assisted dying. Last year I gave notice of a motion to support the return of voluntary assisted dying, VAD, to the Northern Territory. As everyone in this chamber would know, we were the first place in the world to have it. We're now the only place in Australia where people can't access it. Since announcing my intention to bring forward this matter, the response from my community and beyond has been overwhelming. To my constituents who've contacted me, thanking me, pleading with me to make it happen more quickly and sharing their stories, people who've experienced firsthand the pain of seeing loved ones suffer without options, healthcare professionals who want to provide better care, and advocates who have fought long and hard for the rights of those to end their life, I say thank you. These voices are very clear. They want the right to choose and to have autonomy over how and when their life ends. So to all the people, both my constituents in Johnston and the people beyond, who are so desperate for this to happen and who've contacted me, sometimes in pain, sometimes in tears, asking for help, my message to you is this. You have my word that I will do everything I can to make this happen. I've said this to you and I'll say it publicly. My hope is that we will be able to work together across this chamber to make a law that we know that more than 80% of Territorians want. I know there are many complexities surrounding this law. I also have constituents who are very concerned about VAD, and I've spent a lot of time with them listening to their concerns. It's always important to listen to all the voices in our community. There's much wisdom in the no as well. And we can learn from that and find ways to develop laws that respect all the issues that people are raising. We need to make sure that any laws we develop here in the NT are appropriate for our specific complexities, including culture and remoteness and our health system challenges. Many of these issues were addressed in depth in the report into voluntary assisted dying in the Northern Territory, which was tabled in this chamber last year, and if people haven't read it, I encourage everyone to read it. I want to make special mention of Sophie Kuswati, a young woman in my electorate who sent a speech to me as part of my Youth Speeches Parliament competition. She thought I might not read her speech because it was against VAD. Sophie, I want to assure you that I will always listen to all the voices. There were many things in your speech that I think we can all learn from. I'm not going to read your entire speech out tonight, but you highlighted the importance of supporting palliative care and not forcing doctors to do things they do not want to do. Sophie, we need to listen to your ideas along with the rest of the community. Just in the last week, I sat with 3 different people with terminal illnesses, long-term Territorians, people who have contributed greatly to our community, people who will die long before we are able to develop and pass legislation in this House if that is what we choose to do. They all said the same thing to me. I would do anything to have this as an option. And they all told me that they would spend the rest of their limited lives trying to make it possible for others, knowing that it will be too late for them. So to Gavin, to Laurie, to Sonia, and to everyone else who has contacted me, thank you for your courage. Thank you for sharing your stories. I just want to finish with a quote from Judy Dent, who some of you may know. Judy's husband Bob was the first person to die in the Northern Territory with what was then called euthanasia, and has been campaigning for the return of VAD to the Northern Territory for more than 27 years. Judy says, the responsibility to act in the interests of the people who voted them into office rests with each individual member of Parliament. So I look forward to the members in this chamber talking, listening to their constituents and representing their constituents' views when we come to vote on this motion in the next sitting of Parliament. Thank you.